I'm looking for the zoom. This is Westminster Abbey. What year was this built? No.
Long time ago. You don't remember because you fell asleep.
And in the very beginning of the video, where we said it was Westminster Abbey, that was Big Ben and the House of Parliament. I didn't press the record button. This is Westminster Abbey. And in the beginning, where I told you what was Westminster Abbey, it is Big Ben and the House of Parliament.
See the representation of the coronation of Napoleon I here. You see the sculpture on the feet of the Arc of Triumph. That's the coronation of Napoleon that took place in Notre Dame Cathedral. You know, the cathedral that you're going to see this afternoon. And a place to be. And the Fouquet's restaurant on the right is one of those famous And what was very new when but it's true, the Champs-Élysées are often cleaned several times a day. The Champs-Élysées are exactly 1 mile long, and you see some, and France shipped it from Luxor in 1836. So the obelisk is here in France since 1836. The fountain has been recently restored. On your right, that sort of Greek temple is the French Parliament, the Assemblée Nationale. On the right, you have a garden, that's the Tuileries Gardens that are linking the Concorde Square. So you know.
This is the American Embassy.
In front of us, very expensive also. Now it belongs to Pierre Cardin. Pierre Cardin is a designer, and he owns a lot of restaurants in the city. The pure architecture of the Greeks and the Romans. But you have that also in the States. Think about the Capitol or all the Supreme Courts. Even if they are recent, a lot of them look like Greek monuments. And that's early 1800. In London also, what's happening? In the area of the Opera.
Paris.
Yeah, prepare your camera, etc. Because it's built and not nowadays. But when it was built, it was the biggest of the world, and it has 30 kinds of marble. Yes, it was normally dedicated to Napoleon III, but it was finished after he was defeated. We are at Le Printemps, the Galerie Lafayette. It's all behind the Opera House. Here they are. All those big department stores have been created in the late 1800s. So we're driving around the Opera House. We call it Opera House, but
You see this lounge lizard? This is your father. You're looking at the North Sea from the deck of the ship, where the swimming pool and the joggers. This is a beautiful ship. Large, 2,200 passengers. Lots of activity. It's 10:30 and we just had breakfast. I'm standing on deck, on the outside deck, watching all the activity. Beautiful ship.
The people who commute from outside but work in Oslo,
This is where we see our lectures, and this is the
out of the
theater.
total national population. of about 4.5 million. So it's a fairly small city in a country with still a small population, but one that...
We're entering Oslo, Norway, coming up one of the local fjords into the city. Little teeny houses. The fjord is peppered with little houses. As we move into the, you can hear the boat going along the ocean. We came up the North Sea. See the boat traffic. Oop, that was probably a little too fast. As I head down here to the mouth of the fjord, you get an idea of just how long a fjord is, because it stretches for miles and miles. I'm now on the opposite side of the fjord. We're approaching a large area on this side, all buildings. There it is. There's a fishing boat. Had a wonderful evening last night. We're entering the harbor of Oslo, Norway. This picture is being taken from the front of the ship.
Oh no, we're not. We're just wandering. Thank you.
There's a fishing boat. Yeah, that's a little lighthouse. This is the harbor of Oslo, Norway. The ship is docking in this area here.
No, the Holland American because we were sitting there.
This huge ship is docking around this pier. We're stopped in the port of Oslo and we're walking around for a few minutes, but I thought I would take a picture of the ship, give you an idea how large it is. This is a biggie. Constellation. Here is a long shot of the ship. This is a biggie. We'll go right to the stack. Yep, I am.
Here we are in Oslo. It's not very nice.
It is 5
Dottie, Lee, and Jimmy, Jack, and Bertie. You know who?
I have new shoes on, Elaine. They're not bright white new sneakers.
Oh, okay.
Bertie said I couldn't wear them.
Well, here we go. Okay.
We've moved 20 yards and we're in a new position. It's the same group.
Okay, and this is the background, a luxury ship.
Make sure they know where we're from.
This is the noisy group I'm with.
An umbrella.
Can you
Make
hear
sure
them?
everybody understands that when you show this film.
Elaine, come back and get the constellation on this side.
And this is a picture of the ship from the opposite side. You can see how big it is. Lifeboats. See these little round windows? That's where our room is. We're room 2049. This is the dining room. This is the 5th floor level. This is the 4th floor level. As you can see, we look out in big glass windows. We're here at lunch in Oslo, Norway.
Oh, but
I
And
wanted
here
to
is the group of rowdies
Bertie said no, I didn't.
we're lunching with.
How do you get to sit at the captain's table?
Because of that, you're going to make us all nauseous.
We are in the Kon-Tiki Museum, and this is the raft, the Ra, that went on the journey with Thor Heyerdahl. This is the raft, the Kon-Tiki, that Thor Heyerdahl used. This is the rear of the raft, the Kon-Tiki. And these are large stone sculptures that we brought back from Ethiopia. We're in the Viking Museum, and this is a Viking ship. Hopefully you can see the crudeness of the interior. It's black.
They went with the prevailing winds, right? Yes.
Okay, this is what's left of another Viking ship that was destroyed. And this is all that's left. As you can see, they're very crudely made. Black wood. That's the part where they would sleep. And there are some more crude boats. We're in the Copenhagen harbor, and this is the famous statue of the Little Mermaid. They said this is her third head.
visiting the Little Mermaid.
We're in a square in Denmark. This is an old church. Give you a look at what we're seeing. And at the end of the street is a little cafe. Lots of bicycles. This is a Jewish synagogue. I don't know the name of this church, but it's on our tour. And look how ornate it is up at the very top. You can see this is a typical Copenhagen street. Look at the interesting architecture of the buildings. Everything is ornate. We are inside a church in Copenhagen, one of the oldest churches. Beautiful handwork, a statue of Christ was done by a very famous Danish sculptor. The church is surrounded by carved saints. This is the opposite side. As you can see, lots of detail in their sculpture work. Beautiful sculpture. At the back of the church is this beautiful pipe organ. One of the older. This beautiful angel. It is extremely hot today as I'm taking these pictures. The sweat is pouring off of me. Very hot in here. We're at the Parliament House here. Hey, look, kids. I'm at the Parliament House. Look at the little ducks. It's a little duck house. We're in a beautiful garden. And there's the mama, and there's the baby ducks. These are in a beautiful garden area. Look at the water fountain. They're repairing the building of the Parliament House, and you can see where they're putting the new tiles in. This garden has beautiful roses. Beautiful roses. It is hot as the devil today, but there is a lovely scent in this garden of these beautiful flowers. This is our tour group, and here's your father paying attention to the lecture. Beautiful trees. There's a beautiful weeping willow. And the architecture of these buildings is so fascinating because they're so ornate. Red tile roof, twin pillars. And look at the relief here with the soldiers and the crest. Look, kid, look at this duck. He's looking real hard for something to eat under the water, and he keeps going upside down. Look at him. He's so funny. This is the front of the Danish Parliament in Copenhagen. A tall spire. Very ornately done. With a cross at the top. This country is mostly Protestant. And here's our little tour group over here. Everybody is paying attention to the tour. Here's your father. Somebody just stood in front of him.
No, and they were hiding on their mansions outside Copenhagen. He was responsible for the defense of Copenhagen, and he was doing very nice defense of Copenhagen the 11th of February on a very heavy winter storm, and Copenhagen was not taken by the Swedish army. Afterwards, the Danish king Frederik III was telling the people of Copenhagen, "You have done a good job, then I'll give you some of the..."
This is called the Haymarket area of Copenhagen. It's a Wednesday afternoon. The temperature is very hot. There's lots of boats on the canal, or the river, or the North Sea. I have no idea. These houses over here date back to the 1600s. There's a mass of humanity here today, but this is what the Haymarket area looks like. And there are boatloads of people sailing up and down in the water. We're at the Royal Palace. There goes your father. I've got to zero in now because otherwise I won't be able to figure out what to do. So this is a big round square with lots of buildings, as you can see. Up at the opposite end of this courtyard is a beautiful water fountain. I'm taking a picture while everybody else is taking a picture of this beautiful fountain. This is the statue of Frederick Quinto. He was somebody famous in Copenhagen history, and he's in this Imperial Palace courtyard. There he is, Frederick Quinto. This is the Imperial Palace. Now see, here's the guard stand, and here's the guard, and a lady wanted to stand next to him, and he shooed her away, so I guess he's not for talking. Come on, big fat man, get out of my way. These guys are real serious.
Go.
No, because they were like.
Bye-bye. Here's the fountain close up. Here we are in beautiful downtown Rostock, a city in East Germany. This is what it looks like. There's our group going down the street. Here we are in beautiful downtown Rostock. We're on the main street. Just like Main Street, USA. Lots of bicycles here. Look at this pretty building. A flower market. Look, everywhere we go, we see McDonald's or Burger King. See, we're in Germany and here's McDonald's. When we turn around here, there's Burger King in the center of Rostock. Okay. Beautiful fountain. This must be the main shopping plaza. You can see it goes for a long distance. Look. Here's our group. Here's your father. Look at these beautiful old buildings. With statuary and carving. You see what this is? Foot Locker. And this says Courtyard Marriott, which is this hotel right here. Lots of English names, lots of companies. We're in an open courtyard. And as you can see, this is flowers and a little outdoor cafe. There we go. Courtyard Marriott. This is Foot Locker. Gives you an idea. McDonald's and Burger King are on the other corner. This is a prefabricated building. A lot of the buildings here are prefab after the war. Oh, they stopped ringing, but they were ringing these bells. We are inside a shopping mall. Give you an idea. Just like every other shopping mall. Big smoking over here. Everybody's a big time smoker. Here's the ceiling. In the mall, they're very slim. This is typical Hemniatic Gothic style. This house is from 1782. You can see the intricacy of the architecture.
On the original, the rest of it was bomb.
We're walking down the street, and obviously she represents something. We don't know what, but she's in a bride dress. Miss Kim. We are in Newmarket.
Over there behind the trees, and there's the old market, and this is the newer market. With, you can see it's not very new because these houses, I think, yeah, they're as old as they look, and it's a quite nice place to stay here. They've now created a very nice fountain. It's called the Neptune Fountain, and it's supposed to show all the gods of the sea. But you have to see them. The only good thing is that you can put it down there. And the people on that they don't like it. But anyway, it looks good.
It is 12 o'clock. This is a pink building.
Town hall of Rostock.
That's the town hall.
Part of the history of Rostock in one building. First of all, Rostock was a smaller town, and then they started to build the house made out of brickstone. After that, they have put up this brick structure.
This is the town fountain. And if you notice, there's water running down. Water running down this pole into this fountain. We're going into a beer brewery. I guess this is what the name of it is. We're inside a brew house. And here's our group. We're waiting for beer and pretzels.
Hi, we're having beer and pretzels.
Yeah.
My new best friend, Brandon.
A cutie patootie that we met from Auckland, New Zealand. There you go. They don't get cute.
Hey, Jimmy had a goose.
There you go.
Here we are. We just had beer.
Yes.
We just had a beer and pretzels.
That's right.
Now shut the thing off. We gotta get on the
We are in a restaurant by the sea. So it's an oceanside cafe. And this is a German beach.
That's okay. Your day in the sun is done.
You always told me you were big with the
I'm a sex symbol. What can I do? I'm a 70-year-old sex symbol.
Yeah. Actually, he was one side and he started walking into the head, so let's go to this side. He said, all the way over the other part of the...
See, they have graffiti in Rostock. We see it all over the buildings, and this beach is called Wasserwald.
Isn't this beautiful? Oh, it's lovely. Yes. This is great.
Once more, I have to tell you, I just want to tell you that everything's included in the tour and the rest you have to pay for.
What's included? One drink.
One drink.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. It's like sitting by the beach in Avalon.
I like that.
On the beach today, on the shore. Look at all the sailboats out in the water.
I guess we're supposed to start.
It's cocktail time. And we're in the nightclub called Reflections. This is on the back of the boat. It's dusk of the day. And this is the town of Rostock. And this is where we were today. Right near the Hotel Neptune. And beyond that is the sea.
I hope that's correct. If we're not in a stadium on Sunday, there's no shopping.
Here's the subway station. I'm doing this through the window of the back of the ship. But it gives you a nice idea what the town looks like. Here's the church steeple. Lovely little houses. Nice little village. This is what Rostock, Germany. Actually, this is called Warmuden or Warbuden. Or Warmunda. So, bicycles mostly, some cars. As we're sitting here, this sailboat goes by at the dusk. People on board. And it's headed out to the ocean. See the little lighthouse? In front of the lighthouse and all the way to the left is a beautiful white sand beach. See, there's a sailboat in the ocean. Now that might not be the ocean, it might be the North Sea. But it's water, and that's a beach. And those are sailboat masts. And this is a busy port because look at all these trailers and cars. So this is a seashore place. This is the other side. Look at this cute little. This is a pilot boat. That assists ships coming in and out of the canal, harbor, river, whatever you call this. This is a seashore community. You can see all the cute little cottages. And here's, must be some kind of a little house you have to check in when you take a boat out. And see, here's the seawall. And this goes all the way out to the sea. This big giant boat, Scandia Lines, coming up the canal and out to the ocean. As you can see, there's the mouth of the ocean. And look at this huge boat. This is Karen. And this is her husband, Ray. This is one of the couples that entertains on the ship. And she does a share imitation. And doesn't her dress look like Bob Mackey?
Cigarette holder, which wakes me over his shoulder. He takes me, how can that Sandra?
How
was this prepared?
This is our cute little waiter from India. His name is Sharif.
And on the side it's a Swedish.
And he's going to get married when
Speaking into it?
he goes back to India.
Right down on the microphone?
Cream
He's 26 years old, and he is just
Our mother
adorable.
knows what she's
Filet
We
mignon.
just really have enjoyed having him as our waiter.
rare.
This is Panasonic, and this is one of our servers.
Panasonic.
But that's not his name. This is his name. There you go. Say your name, Panasonic.
Panasonic.
Panasonic. That's good.
Good for you.
Great. Well, here we are in beautiful downtown Estonia. This is a town called Tallinn. We're right on the Russian border. And we are at a neighborhood market. Of course, there's your father. He's not interested in shopping, but they have sweaters and stuff, but we don't go to these kind of places because they're not recommended. We're walking down the avenue in this cute little town. This is called Old Town.
So something 65 is like 4 points something.
I don't care if they do die.
I'm taking some back to our road.
Thank you. I don't care if they do die. We're getting them.
Okay, we're shopping. But as we're shopping, we can see a beautiful church.
Yes. Where are they going
This
over to?
church is Here we are in the middle of the square. They're playing music. This is the town of Tallinn. And all the way down at the end, coming toward us, is the group. And there is the pocketbook holder. So here we are in Tallinn, and we're waiting by a McDonald's. And at Tallinn McDonald's, we have little cafe. This is the harbor where the ship is docked. Look, right out there, a big cruise ship. Now I'm going to pan around, and you're going to see where this big ship we're on is. This is what we look at across from the This is the Constellation. This is the ship we're sailing on. Isn't this a big sucker? Glass elevators. I love these glass elevators. Just really cool. And see these portholes down here? These are the cheap seats. That's where we are. However, we're having a good time. We're in Tallinn, Estonia today, right on the Russian border. Here we are in St. Petersburg. We're getting ready to go through customs, and this is what is meeting us, Russian band players. Here we are at Catherine the Great's palace. Look at the gold domes. Here we are at the Palace of Catherine the Great. There goes your father. This is the Palace of Catherine the Great. And see the workman? He's working his little umbrella, doing gold. Here are the gardens outside the main entrance. Here's the main entrance to the palace. We're inside the center staircase. You can see the ticket work. Ceiling. The frescoes on the ceiling. The heavy curtains. This is the interior of the palace. This whole room is gold and mirrors. The intricacy of the gold work. You can see the chairs. We're inside the Palace of Catherine the Great. This room is all gold. On the ceiling, the whole entire ceiling is painted. Everywhere. Next room must be dining.
This royal gallery was designed by us. Here you can see again all these gilded details. And when they had a big reception, big banquet, all these rooms were used as a dining room. And this was used as management who came here and settled here. Here is the stove.
This is a Delft pillar.
With the Delft tiles that were first brought to Russia by Peter the Great, and then they started to produce imitation of Delft tiles.
And on the ceiling,
Now it's all made of plaster and painted. This is a decorative stove. But some of
this is the
were
ceiling.
actually used.
We're in the next room. Another state dining room.
We have this silk that was made by the restorers on hand-decorated tools. And each, they had French silks on the walls of the house. But of course, they could not survive.
These are the gates. These are the gilded gates from outside where royalty entered the palace. These are all gold.
This is the replica of one of the they would keep only a couple of them, so that the restorers would produce the rest. And also Rastrello designed a table of a different shape for each room. Not all of them similar. But originally they had tiles. Usually on tiles, there were either landscape or monuments, but very seldom people. And on tiles that fit this curve, there are people of different nationalities, people in different national costumes. Because Russia has always been a multi-ethnic.
This is an original piece of furniture that went with this room. This is original furniture that went with this. This is Catherine the First.
She was called the Great. She was the Russian empress for 34 years.
This is Elizabeth. This is Catherine the Great.
She was the first who had, and the soldiers, the very tall, strongest grenadiers, 56 of them, had to carry those panels on their shoulders. They walked all the way from the Winter Palace that you haven't seen yet. We had different versions, but nothing was proved, still we don't have them. And in 1979, the restorers started making new panels. So all these panels made in the museum were done by the restorers. At the upper part, picture gallery is also a very important part of all the palaces. The paintings for this picture gallery were bought by Elizabeth. There's 130 paintings, 114 were vacated, furnished paintings, and missing ones from the panel. These two paintings were
not
returned
restored
to
yet.
this palace. I think maybe 2 weeks ago, or anyway, it was this summer, not more than a month ago. There were 6 little handmade.
This is an original piece of furniture.
Because they didn't find the sketches of the original painting. And the dinner service that belonged to this palace that was used in this house. So on the left now, St. Isaac's Cathedral. And in the center of the square, again on your left, the monument to the Emperor Nicholas I, and it stands only on 2 points of support and different scenes from the time of Nicholas I.
We're in one of the main squares of St. Petersburg. And here is the Temple of Isaac the Great. And you can see people walking around. The golden domes. Very busy. Very busy place. Here's Isaac the Great. Big fountain. Inside the palace of St. Peter and Paul Fortress.
The chapel of St. Catherine's Martyr was first used as the burial place of the Russian Tsarina Martha.
This is the tomb of Nicholas and Alexandra and their 3 daughters that was moved to the cathedral, the fortress of St. Peter and Paul. We're inside the cathedral now. As you can see, it's very ornate. The gold statuary on the altar. This fortress is having renovations. It's very ornate. And it's called the Fortress of St. Peter and Paul. Pictures all along the ceiling.
Then the walls of this cathedral, those pillars, are painted like marble. They are made of sandstone and paint. And this cathedral was under construction at the time of the Northern War. So they began to use it as a war memorial. They kept trophy banners here. You can see
the gold, the crystal chandeliers. And the ornate box where the priest stands, and all the gold statuary. Here are the Russian icons on the altar, and you can see the intricacy of the statuary. This is the Russian Orthodox Church.
And then he was buried here. And here his bust and the naval banner of Russia. St. Andrew banner is the naval banner of Italy. At that time, then he has his wife, Catherine I. Next, Elizabeth, their daughter. Then Anna, who was the daughter of his elder brother, Ivan. Then Peter III, who was grandson of Peter the Great, who was the emperor for 3 years.
This is the outside of the church, the back side. Here's the statue of Peter the Great. It's built on solid granite. I must be shooting into the sun. We're still in St. Petersburg and we're down by the Neva River.
And the crazy drivers.
Yeah, and the crazy drivers. You can hear the traffic whipping by. Time to go. This is the Church of the Spilled Blood. Alexander II was killed on this spot. You can see the intricate architecture.
Have it.
What?
Have it. Thank you.
God, it's worth your life in this town. They drive like crazy. They knock you down as soon as look at you.
Crazy bus drivers.
Here we are in St. Petersburg at the Winter Palace, aka the Hermitage. It consisted of the Winter Palace, the Hermitage Theater.
This room is the French Impressionists at the Hermitage.
Look, no photo, no video. No photo, no. Because it's national exhibition, okay? Only in photos. No video. No video.
It's so hot in here and so crowded. I'm just taking the upward view of the room. Golden chandeliers, golden archways. A million people on the floor.
You like my chandelier?
Yes, I do. There's a gold pheasant in a glass case. This is a peacock clock in motion. Here's a mosaic tile floor. Very intricately done mosaic tile. Completely surrounding. You can see the colors. We're inside the Hermitage. This is a little sitting area with all these frescoes. Granite columns. You can see the gold. This is the ceiling. All the ornateness of the windows. Here's a nativity done in the 1400s. Italian. This is an Italian work of art, religious. And you saw the sign. Another room. And look at these doors. They're gold and black lacquer. People keep walking in front of me, so I'll go for the ceiling stuff. The gold chandeliers, the frescoes, the moldings. This is a Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci. This is a less crowded room. Lots of paintings. Ruffled curtains. Frescoed ceilings. Ornate. This is a lapis lazuli fireplace, you can see. Entrance hall to the theater of Catherine the Great.
Rococo design.
Rococo ceiling. Rococo styling. This is the entrance hall to the theater of Catherine the Great. We're in a very large room. I don't know what it is, but look at the ceiling. It's lit. The paintings are very ornate. They go around the top of the room. The room is very large. You can see the hand painting on the ceilings. Very interesting ceiling. This is a Raphael. He painted it when he was 17 years old. Look at the ornate china. There's a whole case of this. Very busy. Beautiful colors. Very ornate, depicting scenes. Large room with these paintings. The whole room is like this. Golden chandeliers. Very ornate. All the way around are these paintings. Just like this, all the way around the room. We are in a very, very large room. Lights in the ceiling. Pictures on the walls. Porcelain statuary. And this giant candelabra. Look at the ceiling. This will give you an idea of the tremendous size of this room. And the number of people who are here.
So many valuable paintings.
Another large room with a ton of valuable paintings. Look at this pedestal or fountain, or I don't know what it is, but it has these carved legs. Here is a picture of Christ on the cross. Number 1, Rembrandt picture. Large gold frame. I'm really into ceilings. Look at this one. This is the garden. It goes back to the main entrance to the palace. Their gardens here aren't real elaborate. This must be the king's chair. We're in a huge, this must be the throne room. Huge, huge room. Big, big chair. Red. The room is filled with people, as you can see. But I'll hit the highlights. The large candelabras, the ornate ceilings, and the columns. Father reminded me, on top of this is the chair of King George. This is a hanging ceiling, and here's King George's crown.
Reflection on the floor, up at the above.
We're in another gold room, ornate. Only this one has a unique feature. It's pouring rain outside. Can you see the rain? Here's the pouring rain. Can you see it? Look at the golden archways. There's another lighted chandelier. All these rooms have gold. They're beautiful. This is the small throne room of Peter the First.
The emperor would come and sit on the throne chair, would walk from around the secret passage. See, there is a screen and the secret passage beyond the screen. So the emperor would come and sit on the throne chair, and visitors who were granted audience with the emperor would go through this door, which we eventually take to walk out. So small throne room for private audiences only. As to its decor, it survived.
This is the center hallway of the front doorway to the palace.
Lord Mayor of Helsinki is a woman, Eva-Riitta Siitonen. Now you are asking what the men are doing in Finland. I have to say that our Prime Minister is Mr. Lipponen. And on the left-hand side you can see the grey building with the tower. That's a National Museum, designed by Eliel Saarinen, the same who designed our railway station. Also famous in States, Mr. Saarinen. And on the right-hand side, the white building on the right-hand side, that's a Finlandia Hall, completed 1975. And many times when President Bill Clinton wanted to meet President of Yeltsin, they had their meetings here in Helsinki. They wanted to have the meetings in a neutral place, so they had meetings here. And on our right hand side we can see a park. People are enjoying already now. Nice to sit outside and read, walk here with your people, come here with their dogs. And if you have been working, I think, more than 10 years, then you might get some days off. And of course it always depends how good you are, what kind of contract you made, but usually still 4 weeks, even you have been working too. On the left hand side we can see sailing boats and motorboats. We love sailing also. There are 300 islands around Helsinki, and between Sweden and Finland there is a beautiful archipelago, so it's really nice to go for sailing. Even the season is so short, from May until September, but anyway. Here are restaurants, it's nice to come to drink.
We're in Helsinki and we're seeing the Sibelius pipes. Kids, we're at the Baltic Sea. And here's a little duck. Noel! My camera's flashing cleaning cassette. What the heck does that mean?
That means the water's
Can you record in that thing, Elaine?
I don't know. It says cleaning cassette right now. I don't know what that means.
It means you're not getting...
I can't read that.
This is the Baltic Sea.
We got more pictures of ducks. You got the Denmark ducks, you got the Finnish ducks, you got the Russian ducks,
you got that right.
ducks. We got the California ducks. The hockey team will be here in a minute.
Oh goodness.
Elaine.
Yeah.
This is the problem, getting to 3,000.
Okay.
You can let me have one. Maybe that'll
We'll buy a little
Don't take
marina.
stuff just because Elaine.
No, I'm taking Elaine.
Take your ducks.
I'm fading on Elaine.
Look, kids, that's a seagull. Pigeon. See the ducks?
Here's Birdie Falls.
Here they are going down to the water to stick their piggy toes in the Baltic Sea.
In the water. If you get wet, you got to ride on top of the bus.
Okay, 1 piggy toe, 2 piggy toes. There you go. They're sticking their piggy toes in the Baltic Sea.
Is it really cold?
Turn around and wave, please.
most exciting.
Could you give them direction?
Dottie Lee, all that's going to do, all he's going to do is rip your hand off.
Here we are in Helsinki at the Rock Church. This is a Lutheran church cut right out of the rocks. We're in the Rock Church inside. I just lit a candle for Marie. There's your father. Look at these pipe organs. I think they're actually rehearsing a wedding here because there's a lot of weddings. But you can see the walls of the church are all rock. We're in Market Square in Helsinki, and this is the Lutheran Church in the center of town. It's almost 11:10. The bell towers in this church are in those separate buildings right here. They were too big to hoist above. See the flowers and all the people. And all the buildings. Everybody in Helsinki is Lutheran. The gold spires, the gold cross.
Did you get present?
Yes. Just to give you an idea of kind of buildings in this new market square. And here's the statue of King Frederick. And around the statue are flower gardens. Flower gardens everywhere. I love the flowers. And then we'll end up with the final view of the Lutheran Church of Helsinki.
Percent
Russian
Orthodox,
Church.
mainly in the eastern part of Finland, close to Russian border. About 8,000 Catholics, 1,000 Jews. Also Muslim, we have a few hundreds.
Get a good shot of those. I never did get one.
We have Catholic Church, few Orthodox churches. On the right hand side, the yellow building.
We're getting ready to disembark from Helsinki, and this is the water side. The water's glistening today. Very beautiful here in Finland. Everything is water. You can see the water's glistening like diamonds. Here we go. We're on the Baltic Sea. sailboats. Here comes a pleasure boat. Here comes another one. It's about 85 degrees here today. The sun is really shining brightly. This is a ferry boat that goes to Tallinn, which is in Estonia. This is the first skidoo I've seen. Here's a jet ski in the Baltic Sea, which looks like a river. We're in the port of Helsinki, and I'm watching them put the metal work that they use to do the gangplank or gangway. They're putting that away so the ship can disembark. While I'm waiting, I caught a brief glimpse of this sailboat. It is really pretty here. It's a little sandy beach. We're really friendly here. Here's a little dockside market where they had all kinds of handmade clothing, gift items. There are handmade sweaters. They had leather and fur. A lot of heavy stuff. Handmade trinkets and cards. Geraniums are very popular here. They don't call them geraniums, but that's what we call them. Pretty flowers. Over top of the buildings here at the dock, you can see all these sailboats. People vacation down in this area. They're starting to move away from the dock. You can see the water line. We push out sideways and then we head out straight. It's amazing, this huge ship pushes out sideways.
Hey, hey, or ya. It's hey, hey.
That means goodbye in Finnish.
And you know this voice.
Hey, hey! That means goodbye in Finnish. Here we are.
Turn around in the
four.
back and I'll get your, that's it. Now we have it for posterity. Hello everybody. Hello. 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 Tell Jack to turn it out a little. That's it. Hello.
We loved it.
Here we go. Yep.
Aiden!
Here we go. We're pushing out sideways. There's a helipad right near the ship that takes people on tour. And we're really close by this. Look, David. Look at the helicopter. Look at that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Helsinki. Here we go. We're headed out to the wild blue yonder.
Welcome to Helsinki at the top of the bus.
Yep.
He's backing out of here.
There he is.
He's ahead of time.
Here we go. The seagulls.
Seagulls.
See, guys, look at the seagulls. See the people in the dock in the red? I wonder if they'll wave to us. Okay, guys, now it's time for you to start yelling. Come on, yell.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ah, you dumb shits.
Yeah. Oh, well, so much for them.
Okay.
See how far we are out now? Yeah, there we go. Pleasure boats. Look how far we are from the dock.
Look at those 2 liners out there.
Where? Yeah, let's see what they
One's
look
the Viking
like.
line.
No.
Yeah,
Honey, they're those little piddling things.
What, those things out there?
That's the Viking line. That's no piddle. That's a biggie.
Piddler.
It's not a biggie.
Yeah, it is.
I want to know which way you're going to go. You're going to go to the left of the aisle?
This is the Talon one.
To the right. Straight.
Look how far away from the dock we are now, people. Okay, now here they are. Bye-bye, people.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Is that little lighthouse out there?
What?
Will you turn it off? Because I'm going to call these people nasty things.
Here we
That
go.
was Bertie that said that word.
This is it. We're headed out to sea. Stockholm, here we come.
Come on, wait. How could they not see this fat arm? Wait.
Take that sweater off and swing it back.
No, I'm liable to drop it.
This is a little... Okay, Stockholm, here we come. Let's just...
Have another one?
Yeah, I do.
How many do you have you taken so far?
Just this is the first one.
Look. It's going to go right in. Oh, now he's turning.
Look at these nice boats. I think I'm getting to be out of film, so I'm just going to keep shooting and shooting and shooting until I'm done. Seagulls. Okay, speeding, speeding, here we come. Right back where we started from. Oh, look at this, Noel. I got 5 minutes worth of video left. It told me in my corner.
Do we have a picture of that island there?
Look at the, yes, it does. With the sailboat there. Is that the bridge that they told us about? No. Is that
What's that? The Bridge of Dripping Blood?
See that big flushing of the water? That's the thrusters on the side of the ship as we're turning into open sea. Isn't that neat? We're headed out. Binoculars. Okay, now I'm zooming in on this spaceship. I don't know what it is, but we're going to try to take a look. It looks like something just landed from Mars. It's got antennas on the top. I don't know what it is. It's got antennas on the top, DL. See? See, this says Port of Helsinki, where this whole big boat's shooting around this thing. We're in Reflections with our favorite singers, Karen and Carl. This is a nightclub that looks out over the back of the ship. See the water. You can't see the water now. Here's your father in a tuxedo. Please. Here's everybody. It's 7:30 at night. This is the front of the ship. And I'm photographing right into the sun. Look at this. It looks like crystals and diamonds on the water. I'm looking out the window. And all of a sudden in this calm sea, I spot a ship called the Eckerd Line, sailing on this glassy. Champagne for dinner.
Look at the head on that. Look at the head on that. How do you do that? Anyway, just a half of one for
Just a
her.
half for me, please.
That's all.
I get
No more.
Now I get to take medicine.
Yeah, she gets wild. That's
She gets
the truth.
wild.
Forget the medicine. She's lying about medicine. She gets wild. All right. Oh, yes, please. Love that butter, man. Yeah, one more. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Squeeze it. Thank you.
Squeeze.
Hello.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is. Yes. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Oh, he's going to take yours out now.
Okay. This is the Grand Make Alaska Parade. That's our Baked Alaska. And this is...
It's a combination of vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry.
Noel, smile, it's the end of the tape.
Dessert is here.
Okay.
There it is. The red lights.